Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel.
Roxanne, all she wanna do is party all night.
I'm sorry if the video is a little wonky, but I told you guys in a previous video that there's so much stuff that I wanted to talk to you about because there's so much stuff going on in the world. So I don't know if there's anything against what I'm saying right now. I made sure that I have all the facts written down. I have notes right in front of me. I've been checking out the news, literally been watching YouTube and checking out the news and watching the news with my parents, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world and it's scary and we're told not to panic, but then it's kind of hard not to panic because this is huge. It's huge, and no matter like what problems we have with other countries, everyone is going through this right now. And honestly, I think of it as we have to band together. So I just wanted to do this video because there's a lot of stuff that we don't know that we need for national disasters, national emergencies, just things, because in case of a shutdown, there are things that we need. You just have to make sure we are prepared, whether we have a few of these things or we have none of them. There are things that you definitely need if you're on lockdown in your house, or if you are on some type of lockdown where you have to leave your house or there's an evacuation. There are just things that you need. Specifically, I am talking about national emergencies when you have to leave your house or you have to evacuate. But the main one that everyone knows about is COVID-19, also known as the coronavirus, which has been rocking the world for a minute now. It's something that started in China and now is all over. And specifically with the US, CNN today said that there are 2,885 cases in 49 states, all right? Not that much in the states, but that much going on in the world. That includes Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Washington, D.C. West Virginia was the only state without cases as of Saturday. That's insane. I wanna know what West Virginia got, what they got in their water where they haven't been seeing any cases, but there's cases in the rest of the US, which is insane. And they said it's only getting closer to the 3,000s. And honestly, I've been watching with Dr. I think his name is Dr. Kochi. I don't remember. Please don't quote me. I'm trying to tell you facts, but it was a doctor, and he it's one of the main doctors that they've been going to and asking questions, and they had like a panel with him and other doctors. He was on MSNBC this morning. Today is Sunday, March 15th. So he was on MSNBC this morning. And he was talking, and pretty much everything he's been saying ever since he's been on the panel was that it is going to get worse before it gets better. And there have been like cases where there have been people who have contracted the coronavirus and they did the isolation and they did get the treatment and it has gone away. Not saying you can't get it again. It's very scary to see that it is going after, not saying coronavirus or COVID-19 is on a hunt just to go after these people, but the older you are, the easier it is to get. And a lot of cases, especially in Chicago, there are older people who have been getting tested positive with coronavirus. And it's sad because, That's your grandma, your mom, depending on how old you are, your sister, your cousin, your brother. It could be anyone to you, and it's just the older you are, the easier it is for you to get it, and that's heartbreaking, but it's true. Specifically for me, that could be my dad, and it's very scary to say. My dad is 64 years old, and not saying he's gonna get it, but like I said, the older you are, the easier it is for you to contract COVID-19. So that is very scary for me in that sense. But other than that, I'm staying strong. My dad is doing everything he can to be healthy, and we all are. Honestly, we're all trying to stay healthy. So, yeah. And there's nothing I can stress enough. Working with kids as well, the easiest thing you can do is wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. More if you want. To not touch people. If you touch things, make sure you wipe them down. Wipe down things. For me, I work at a job with the kids. Gotta wipe down the equipment that they use. Make sure they use hand sanitizer. Wipe down the pens. Wipe down everything, because it is easy, so easy to get sick. I can't tell you how many times I have not gone into work because I was feeling sick, because I got pink eye, and just working with kids is so easy. But just in general, wash your hands. I can't tell you enough. Wash your hands. Soap and warm or hot water will help a lot. Wash your hands. Have hand sanitizer on you. Soap, all of it. And make sure you use warm water. Now into the video of things that you need. So I'm someone who is like water in any emergency, or just in general. Water is the most important thing that you could be drinking right now. Water is essential in everyday life. First of all, you need it to wash your hands. You need it to drink. Everyone needs some type of water. And I think something that is essential to have, definitely, is a water bottle, a reusable water bottle at that. Reusable water bottles, you can refill it. You don't have to worry about hurting the world by throwing the bottle away, or accidentally throwing it in the trash instead of the recycling bin, or just about some people think they'll get cancer, or it may be true that you could get cancer if water sits out in warm temperatures. The water, it's something from the plastic. Like they say, don't warm up your food in plastic, stuff like that, because you can get cancer. But let me tell you, I have so many water bottles that it's insane. This from Starbucks. These, I got water bottles from work. I got water bottles that my dad bought me. Oh, look, my camera is about to fall from hitting the table. It's just a lot. And although I love all of these bottles and I continue to use them, one that I've been using right now is my Hydro-Mate water bottle, which is a gallon of water. I say, and I'm sure a lot of people would say, that having a reusable bottle is way better. It helps the environment, and it's just better for you to use a reusable water bottle. For me, when I think about drinking out of a plastic water bottle, when I'm done, I throw it away. I don't think about refilling it. But these make me want to refill, make me want to use over and over and over again. So, the thing about this and the topic that I'm talking about, water could be essential. Water is essential. You need water to drink. You need water to survive. And ultimately, a lot of people, once this starts to get worse, like they said, it will get worse before it gets better. Once it starts to get worse and nobody wants to leave their house, if you have a filtration system in your house, you can fill up your water bottles and drink them all the time. If you don't, tap water is just as good. Not saying drink it first, but if tap water is all you have, fill up these bottles, throw them in the fridge while it's still cold, throw them on the porch and they can get cold. Water is essential. And if it comes to the point where you have to evacuate, filling up these water bottles is good. Whether I fill up all of them or fill up just a gallon water bottle, having a water bottle is essential, because if you have to evacuate, you have water on you. You don't have to stop and go get water. You don't have to constantly stop and refill your bottles, because if you have multiple, which is like very embarrassing to say of how many water bottles I have, I think it's very important. So water is definitely the first thing on my list of what you should get or what you should have, and you should have a reusable water bottle with you. The next thing on my list is this baby right here. So my mom got me this when I went away to school. Like there wasn't a nurse on campus or something, or I couldn't find a Band-Aid in my dorm building. But the thing is, she gave me this. I ended up not taking it because I never went back. And this thing, it says first aid only. And it has an expiration date. This thing, you open it up, it tells you everything you need, the first aid guide. But you have so much stuff in here. Like, honestly, it's crazy because I just opened it not long ago. Like, literally just opened it. And I thought it was like a regular thing. You got your Band-Aids, you got your alcohol wipes, different size Band-Aids, all of that. I didn't think it was going to be a whole doctor's office in here, literally. I got sting relief pads. I have antiseptic towelettes. I have gauze. I have cotton swabs. I have a pair of gloves. I have a aluminized rescue blanket. That's one of those blankets that are like aluminum foil and they keep you warm. I have thermometers, like the ones that you can throw away. This is it. I have a thermometer in here. I have aspirin. I have non-aspirin, extra strength non-aspirin. I have ibuprofen. I have an ice pack. I have alcohol antiseptic wipes. I have different size Band-Aids, trauma pad, like a whole bunch of stuff that you would need if, say, you can't leave your house and go to the doctor. You cut yourself really bad, you can treat it until you're able to leave. Or if you have to evacuate to the point where you're either walking on foot or in the car, or just something happens and you just need to wrap it up right away or do something like that. This thing has, honestly, everything. I would say buy. Now, I'm not going to say go crazy because other people will need this as well. But the fact that I have it is crazy because I hurt myself a lot. Like, a lot. But I wouldn't go in this thing. I usually never treat myself when I hurt myself unless it's like bad. Like, really bad. But I would definitely say go and buy at least 2 of these. Like I said, medicine was the next thing. I definitely think having medicine, period, whether it's from your pharmacy, from your doctor, or if it's over the counter, I'm not saying stock up, but you should have your basic over the counter medicines that you will need for a headache, for an upset stomach, for diarrhea. I would die if somebody named their kid that. Diarrhea, come here. For diarrhea, for nausea, for sick feeling of like cold and flu, stuff like that. Those are essential medicines that you should have, especially if you have kids. So have the ones for kids and then have the ones for adults. That medicine is definitely something that you should have. Like for women, Midol. I carry this on me all the time. I have like the worst cramps in the world. while I was on my period. If I have any guy watchers, I'm sorry. But if you're going to end up with a girl, might as well know now. Get your girl. If she's on her period and you could tell, or she told you, and she doesn't have anything and she's complaining about pain, or you could tell that she's in pain, get her some Midol and some flowers and some chocolates or her favorite snacks, because she wants it. She wants it. Next, a reliable bag. All right. So this is my reliable bag for the moment. It's a little dirty, but listen, you don't need to be carrying a big old book bag. All right. Also, you gotta think, if it comes to like evacuation, you need to pack light. And also, as much as you want to, you don't need to bring your laptop. You don't need to bring your mini TV. You don't need to bring your game system, because if you're evacuating, you have nowhere to go. You're not going to be able to use it. That's just plain and simple. Would I love to bring everything under the sun, like all of my books, all of that stuff? Yeah, of course I would. But in a perfect world, if I'm evacuating, I'm going to get the essentials. A few water bottles, medicine, the first aid kit, like the things I already list, and throw them in this bag and say hasta la baba. Because you're not going to be thinking about your laptop as much. I probably will be. Like, this is my baby. My laptop's right here. That's my baby. Like, if I would be hurt if I had to leave my laptop. But again, you only need the essentials. Like, are you going to be able to use your laptop? Do you even know where you're going? Are you going to have to be in your car for a few days? You might be. So you might just want to leave that stuff at home. Hopefully you can come back to it. If not, depending on the car you had, depending on all that stuff, if you can bring it, bring it. The next thing on the list is chargers. So having your regular charger, your cord charger is great. There's these chargers that you can plug up in your car. And you plug it up, and it's like this big square thing, and you can plug in those cord chargers into it while your car's on. And I think that's like really cool. Then there's also charging banks like this, a portable charger. Anchor made this. You just press it and the light goes on, as you can see. You plug this in. If it's charged, you can charge your phone or whatever devices you're using. This is a baby charger. Honestly, I recommend going like to Best Buy. I think Walgreens has them. There's some really, 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 really decent portable chargers that can plug up to like 3 phones and have like the really decent charge, where it won't charge in 2 seconds and then your phone dies, or it'll charge up and it had to use all of its power. It had to use all of its power to charge your phone. Those are janky. I had a really good one like that, and I don't know where it is. Honestly, it's so sad to say, but it's gone. Also, chargers like these. This was my old phone charger. Unfortunately, it does not fit on the phone that I have now. I have the XS Max, and this is for the 8 Plus or the 7 Plus. I got this from Luxy Lemon. They have different types of cases like this. I actually have one coming on the way. But having a charger like this, you press it and it's lighting up, as you can see right here. You press it. Well, first you slide your phone down. Wish I could show you. I'll probably have a video of a screen recorded video of this. But you literally take your phone, you slide it down, and it's like this little lightning adapter or lightning cord. A lightning thing that goes inside your phone. You press the button on the back and it'll charge. And it has 4 dots like most portable chargers do. And if the 4 dots are full, that means it's fully charged. The only dot that is lighting up right now is the first dot right here. and then you could tell that it's pretty much dead. So I got this also Luxy Lemon. I will link it down below. This is obviously the white marble. They have different designs. The one that I'm getting now for my phone that I have now, it has sushis on them, like different sushi and sashimi. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. But definitely a case like this. I have two. Unfortunately, can't use them. But I have two for the iPhone 8/7. I'm pretty sure I could slide my phone on this now. It just won't perfectly fit because of the camera, obviously. So that's also another thing that you could use. Getting portable chargers for pretty much anything that you need. Also getting like those charger things that I told you about and for your car, which is cool because you could also hook up extension cords to it and then also plug in other things into the extension cord. So having a charger like that in your car is really decent. I remember the long road trips that we would have, and that's how we plugged in our phones and stuff. The next thing is gas cans. I don't have a gas can on me. I don't have one in my car. I definitely should, because I'm one who could almost be on E and almost run out of gas on the expressway. If you don't know what the expressway is, it's another word for a highway. Anyways, having a gas can is definitely important. I think mostly it's important if you have to evacuate. Having multiple gas cans or just a gas can filled up in your trunk will save you a trip to the gas station, especially if the gas station runs out of gas or they close the gas station because of whatever is going on. So having a gas can that is full in your car works out. Also, if you're traveling on foot, it's good. Also for fires, I'm not saying pour the whole thing down because you'll probably blow you, yourself, and whoever else is around up. So definitely having a little bit of gas or lighter fluid for those type of things when you're on foot. You can start a fire so you can stay warm. You need to stay warm in this crazy world out here. Another thing you should know is have like a budget for things. Have money saved up, because for things like this, if you're evacuating or if you're staying inside, money is important. Because for the COVID-19, for me, they closed my job, and so they're having a way for us to work remotely, so like working at home where I can still earn my money. But say if they didn't have that, it would be hard for things that I have to pay for. Like specifically for my mom, they have not closed her job down yet. They probably won't because she works in a hospital. Hospitals don't close. For her job, if they closed the jobs down, they sent them home. The thing is, because she pays for a lot of the stuff, you need to be able to have money to pay for that in case you can't work remotely, or in case they do send you home to close down a job. Have money saved up so you can pay your bills or pay for certain things that you need. Or you're at home one day while everything is shut down and you're like, oh, I need this, I need that. You need to just have some extra money on you, and that'll make all the difference. It'll definitely help you out in the long run. There's something over there that I forgot to show you, but it's like this can. If you watch Shameless like me and our Shameless fanatic, they had this thing called a squirrel fund. I believe that's what it was called. And they had this like can from food or whatever, but they had this can and they would put money in it. And I started doing that for myself because there's always going to be a time where I need to reach in and I just need some cash. I need a couple quarters. And that's something you need, but also that is also to save money. So whenever I have cash, I put the money in the can. Put the money in the can, y'all. Save money for yourself, for those you love, and for others. The next thing is food. Food is also essential. That should have been either before or after water, and my bad for not putting it. I know I might get grilled for this. I might get grilled for a lot of the things I'm saying. But things like canned food, things like the non-perishables, canned fruit, canned meat, like tuna and chicken, and canned food like beans and stuff like that, or having rice and stuff like that. Those are essential. Next thing, probably the last thing, is books. My books are over there. But having a book, especially being in isolation, either it be self-isolation or forced isolation or in containment or quarantine, or if you're on the road and you're walking, or even if you're in the car and you're driving, having a book is definitely essential, because you might not have your phone. Your phone might be dead and you can't use it, or you might not have something to watch or something like that. You might have to be in a world without electricity or without electronics, and you have to, read a book, read a newspaper, read something, have something interesting. Have 5 books laid out right now. I could tell you 5 books that I would read. Twilight, because I'm currently reading it now. 13 Reasons Why, The Fault in Our Stars, The Girl on the Train, and one of my witch or Wiccan books. Because those are books that I'm interested in. Those are books that I currently read, or I am reading, or I read and I love. Girl on the Train, absolutely love. The Fault in Our Stars is my favorite book. Twilight, I am currently reading it now. And 13 Reasons Why not? 13 Reasons Why, the show was so good. I'm like, why not read the book, So having at least 5 books on hand that you could either switch from so you don't get bored, or just read in order, is awesome. Having books, period, is awesome. It keeps you occupied. It keeps you doing something. This world is filled with problems that don't always have solutions. And we have to find a solution ourselves. Whether that's sitting down, thinking about it, talking about it with your family and with your friends. This is something that is serious. And they're currently trying to find a solution. But like they said, it will get worse before it gets better. The numbers are only growing, which is upsetting and which is scary. The numbers are only growing. And you need to do what you can to protect yourself and those that you love. And that starts with washing your hands. That is something that people, like, you wash your hands. If you're able to, wash your hands. Like, that's disgusting. If you have the means, if you have the resources to put your hands in water and have some form of soap or some form of cleanser to wash them, please do it. Because we touch things every second of the day. Whether it's touching ourselves, touching your face, touching a pen, touching a paper, touching a desk, touching your keyboard, touching your phone. These are things that contract germs and contract the nastiness. And you need to make sure your hands are clean all the time, whether you have hand sanitizer, but ultimately washing your hands is the best thing that you could do for yourself and others. So the last thing I have to say throughout this whole thing is be safe, y'all. I know this video was a lot of me ranting, a lot of me talking, a lot of stuff is probably a lot of the things that I said, you're probably like, no, Michaela, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't know what you're talking about, but, these are things that I would personally put in my bag, and I think that everyone needs to put these things in their bag. But the last thing I'm going to say, I think I already said it. If I did, I'm sorry. But it can't. You have to reiterate it. Be careful. Be safe. And do what you can to make sure you're safe. And make sure those around you are safe. I hope you guys know that you are amazing and beautiful and handsome. If you're a guy, you need to love yourself before you love anyone else. Love yourself unconditionally, unapologetically, and love yourself fully. Because I love you, and I hope you love me back. If not, peace out, Girl Scouts. But hope you liked this video. Hope if it was informative. If so, please leave a comment, like button, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to let you guys know every time I post a video. I try to keep it 100 with y'all, and I think that's all I need to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all all next time. Love y'all. Bye. Mwah.